Nothing's been done here. I have something here called the basic frequency separation. I'm going to click it, and, well, that was nice. There's my basic frequency separation setup. Now I want to show you something very distinctive about this next section here. Do you remember I talked to you about dust and scratch, and I talked to you about Gaussian blur? I do not like to blur the whole item because, as I said, the darks blur into the lights and the lights blur up, and you get modeling. Here's my new method. Pay attention, gang. This is new. I will take the blur. I will take the lasso tool. I will select out parts. I'll hit Command J to make a copy. Command J, Control J on a PC. I'll then blur that. Or I'll hit go to Safari. You know, it's one of those two things. I can't decide. Gaussian blur. 10. Yeah, let's do 10 for this. All right. And then I'll select another area. You need to be very careful here. You need to go back to your original blur. Command J. Gaussian blur. Repeat filter, basically. Here we are over here. Command J. Do you see what it's doing? And then I can say, oh, you know what? That needed a little more. Maybe a little more. Do you see? And now do you see there's no darks to blend in to the lights? It makes it so much easier. And what I generally do when I'm done is I shift click the 3 or 4 or 10 or 12 layers and I merge them. I keep them simple. Keep it simple for yourself. And then I'll call that paint. So this is a really great, easy way to start. What I then often do is I love that gradient paint. I misspelled paint, but I don't think anyone's going to be mad at me. Select, you know, for the bags, not that I have any, I'm not pointing to myself, but this kind of thing. Here, I want you to kind of decipher, well, what's going on? Well, what's going on is it's a wrong color. That's all. So we're just going to go in, click a color, and with the gradient tool, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, and get it as light as you need to. But Lisa, it went into his eyes. Yes, darling, it did go into his eyes, but we're not afraid of a good old layer mask now and then. Add a layer mask, go to your paintbrush, make sure black is your foreground color, and paint it out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now I'm going to show you the next thing that I want. I'm introducing filters now in a different way. We're going to make a copy of that gray layer. Gray, copy, filter. My God, he looks worse than ever. No problem. We're going to Option, click on the line in between so it's grouped. Turn that back to linear light. To normal from linear light. And I'm going to do something different. I'm going to run a filter on this. I'm going to run dust and scratch. Men, you can definitely do this with men. Noise, dust and scratch. And I'm going to run a filter of, let's see, 10 and 6. You're going to play with this to decide what you want. Look what just happened to his skin. Look at his skin. That's after, that's before. Look how clean that is. Now, look what happened to his eyes. No bueno, right? But we're not afraid. We're going to label that. Please, 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 please label your blurs, your dust and scratch, because when you come back 2 weeks from later or when the client gives you 10 of these and you don't remember what you set it at, you have to figure out the setting because you want them all consistent. Dust and scratch, 10 and 6. Totally horrendous and horrible here, perfect for down here. We're going to put a black mask on it. Sorry, black mask on it. If you hold the Option key when you push the mask icon, you can get a black mask. And then you paint the skin in where you need it. You can also paint it in as lightly as you need it. So you don't even have to do it at 100%. You could paint in at 50%. You probably want to keep some of his wrinkles on his forehead so you can paint around. This is such a great technique for taking out big skin textures. So I'm not going to paint this whole thing because I think you get the idea, and I really have a whole bunch more I want to show you. Again, I am not a step-by-step instructor. I really want you to start thinking. I want you to be able to look at your own files and go, what can I do? And right now, I want to show you another technique within this. I'm going to Command J and merge all my blurs. I do this, by the way. I don't like to have a bunch of layers, so I will often, once I'm done painting and I'm happy, I merge it all to keep the file kind of compact. And I'm going to go in here. See if I can get my Smudge-a-rooney happy. All right. This is one of the few times I used the smudge tool. Do you see how his nose is not exactly straight? I can use this smudge tool on a fairly big brush, and I can straighten his nose by using the smudge tool. And just, that took, what, not even a second? It's crazy, right? Smudge tool, gradient plane, sorry about that, smudge tool. So why can I do that? I can do this because, you guys, it's just tone. That's all it is. You can add highlights to someone. So let's say you wanted to give him a little more cheek highlights. You could add cheek, little gradient, maybe a light color selecting from his nose. Use that gradient. All right, this is a little too apple-y, but you get the idea. It's just paint. And why would you do this here? Why wouldn't you just do it on a layer? Right? It's good stuff, right? Because you keep the skin texture. That's why you like it. It's seconds. I swear to Buddha, this is going to change a lot of people's thinking. I'm going to move on because I have a lot to show you. I'm hoping you're getting the idea. I'm repeating. Look, his face is no different than that cup, which is no different than a car, which is no different than a dog, which is no different. And I mean that with love, absolute love. It's the same process, but I find folks aren't using it for all this. I really hope people are finding this helpful. All right. Sweet Jesus, right? All right, and I'm going to tell you something. For this kind of job, we don't get a lot of time. We definitely don't get a lot of money. And how are you going to clean this up fast? How are you going to clean it up fast? So let me show you. Again, we're dissecting. It's not a 1, 2, 3 step thing. This is me showing you how did I build this. Blur, that's the regular blur, regular gray. Filters are your friends. Dust and scratch, 40 and 0. I will show you that. A little extra paint for tone to do her calves, and then nothing on the retouch layer, oddly enough. So shall we do this together? I'm going to have to look that number up I get. Oh, I cheated. I totally just cheated. Don't look at the girl behind the counter. All right, let's do this again. All right, I'm going to go back to my basic frequency recipe. There I am. And I'm going to hit Command J, and I believe it was 40-0 I did. So dust and scratch under the noise, 40, tab 0. That's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. Only, I don't want it everywhere. So I'm going to paint it in. It's fun, huh? It's not quite there, but I'm getting close. I want my opacity to be 100%. Geez, that's not bad. All right, let's add a little paint. I hope you'll forgive my spelling errors. It's the reason I went to art school. I'm going to lower that opacity. Now, do you remember the guy's nose? And I wanted to do a little form. You can do that on this too. It's going to have to get masked in. Do you remember I said earlier, paint broadly? So you don't have to be precise. Not bad. Okay, there's a few little goobers. I am totally willing to spend 4 minutes and clone out that. But I'm done. Little 4-minute cloning. But frequency got, look how far frequency got. What's that, a minute? 2 minutes? Maybe? Right? I can feel it. Someone's saying, oh my God, out there. So let's unpack this for a minute. And then I'm going to move on to some other stuff here. What have I done? One, I have used a filter to do the heavy lifting. Why that's good on this kind of job, let's zoom in here for just a second. That's the filter. That's the dust and scratch. What did I tell you about the dust and scratch? It wants to try to keep the highlight and the shadows separated. So it left some shape to her leg. If you had just done the Gaussian blur, she would have looked like she had cankles. Just that, yeah. So is it perfect? No, but it's getting there. Inevitably, with especially such a heavy blur, you're going to lose some of the form, which is why you're going to go in and paint contouring, spelled really well. And you can paint the shin bone in and make it really precise. The key to this technique that we love so much, and let me just go back to my history for just a second. The key to this is that I didn't have to touch the clone layer. I mean, look at that. Could you imagine having to go in and clean that? I didn't have to. Why? Because look, it's all that detail. That's detail. So that lives on the detail layer, the gray. So I didn't have to do anything. Now you'll see it's there. It's there because I'm a creature of habit, and I do my formula, and I always make my copy so I'm ready to go when I need to. But look at that. I could throw it, for the final, it's thrown away. For the final, it's thrown away. This is my moment to say, please do not give people expanded frequency separation files. If you are dealing with people who, like if coworkers who don't know frequency separation, if you're dealing with clients who don't know frequency separation, please don't give them a frequency separated expanded file. They're going to jack it up. They're going to do something. They're going to open it up and be like, what do I do with this? So please, whenever you're done, little Command E. That's all you do. There you go. I'll take my money now. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Just, it's a courtesy, because that is a rude thing to give to somebody who doesn't know this process, because it's a little scary. I'm going to move on. Yeah? Cool. Look at all this stuff we're doing in just minutes. All right. Yes, leather is the best skin texture ever. I've got a quick sample I did of myself, and hopefully this will resonate, and you can, oh my God, there I am. I think it's one of those things you should do if you're going to do retouching. You should always work on yourself, always, because you have a different understanding. Oh my God. You have a different understanding of what other people go through when you retouch on yourself. Do you understand? It's a good gauge. All right, so here I am. I'm a little tired. I'm always a little tired. Here is my frequency separation. I did do a color move because it looked a little sad to me, but we can leave that here for a second. Let's unpack this. I would like for you guys to not be afraid of cardinal sin, a non-labeled layer. Please label your layers. I want you to be so comfortable with frequency separation that you're not afraid to see something like this, that all these layers don't scare you. And I'm trying to unpack what I did here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off all the extra stuff I put on here. And I'm going to walk through this very quickly. Little face paint. Little face paint. Little nose paint. A little nose contouring, not unlike I did with that guy. Only I darkened my nose. The side of my nose, I'm going to add a highlight in just a second. Why would I do some of my blurs on different layers? Because some areas you want to blur more. I will tell you, like for me, this area in here needed a lot of blurring. This area didn't need as much. This area, I can't even tell you how much blurring. I can tell you actually how much blurring it needed. It needed quite a bit. And there's also color. So that's one of the reasons you might want to keep these things separate. All right, little light under the eye. Again, you guys, it's all just, I'm going to show it to you this way. Little softening. Ooh, you guys, look at this. This is a new addition. This is a color layer. Cooler, because I can't spell. So embarrassing. Oh my God. C-O-L-O-R, 50%. So what I've done here is I've literally painted a unified skin color on color mode at 50% opacity because I got some Irish in me. And when you have some Irish in you, you get this. Do you see it? All that red? So that needed to go away. Oh, the neck. This is painful. Let's just lighten the neck up a little bit. And let's add some highlights on the front. I didn't take as much from my neck as I could have. I could have taken some more. I'm going to put this in a folder now because I just like this to be cleaner. You can do that, you guys. You can pack everything up inside your frequency separation into a folder so it's not crazy kittens. Yeah? All right, so let's look at the retouching. There's me in my glory. Tiny bit of retouching. Tiny bit, because I went, you know what? These need some heavy guns. And I've decided to do a filter. So I did, do you remember how I told you to label your layers? I did a dust and scratch 6-6. I'm going to throw something new at you. You ready for this? That layer is called, this is great, please pay attention to this, one of my favorite techniques in this process. This layer is, oh excuse me, the color 50% gray. It is quite literally the color 50% gray on 100%. You guys know, what's that set at? Linear light. When you put some 50% gray color on linear light, just like overlay, it disappears. So I'm effectively putting a layer of 50% gray, and where I paint it, things will start disappearing. What would I like to disappear? Who needs a neck lift when you have 50% gray? So I'm very gently painting in the color of 50% gray, and what that effectively is doing is getting rid of detail. So rather than trying to clone out all that, I'm just painting it out. Okay? Before, after. I can make it stronger if I want, but the more I do, oops, excuse me, be on the mask. That's the other thing you got to kind of keep remembering. The more I do, the more that disappears. Do you understand? And that might be perfect for you. I will tell you an area you absolutely are going to want to do that for women and sometimes men, right here. A little color 50% gray painted with a light, like 20% opacity brush, all that will disappear.